Acknowledged an altercation took place during the game against Nigeria, but this month it's all come to a head. First, Cambage, now signed with the LA Sparks, took another shot at her former team.
I'm living my best.
Your mum said to you, one day you'll get your wings and fly. So, do you feel like you're flying?
I'm still my mum's little bird, that's for sure.
Every year Lizzie's getting better on the court in terms of her.
Liz Cambage had all the talent to be one of the greatest WNBA players, but what happened along the way? From breaking records to shocking exits, she dominated on the court, yet often found herself in controversy. Why did she leave the WNBA multiple times? What led to her sudden exit from the Australian national team? Was she misunderstood, or did she create her own problems? Let's take a closer look at the highs and lows of her career. Women's National Basketball Association career and record-breaking performances.
Court, I am a horrible person.
Describe yourself on court.
It's like I get horrible white line fever. I step on that court and I want to do anything. Sasha Fierce.
She's your Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, but like not as talented as
When Liz Cambage joined the WNBA, she had high expectations surrounding her. As the second overall pick in the 2011 WNBA draft by the Tulsa Shock, Cambage quickly showed why she was one of the most talked about players in women's basketball. In her first season, she played 33 games, averaging 11.5 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. Her scoring ability, size, and skill were clear from the beginning, but she was still adjusting to the fast-paced nature of the WNBA. Despite her strong rookie performance, Cambage decided not to return for the 2012 WNBA season. Instead, she focused on playing internationally, where salaries for women's basketball players were significantly higher. At the time, the WNBA's maximum salary for a veteran player was around $105,000, while teams in China were willing to pay much more. Reports suggested that Cambage earned over $400,000 per season playing in China, nearly 4 times what she would have made in the WNBA.
No, my last game was that wonderful game against Serbia. And then I ran away from the village and I haven't touched a basketball since. No, I've been training. I have been training.
But you were thinking of giving it away.
In 2018, after a 5-year break from the WNBA, Cambage made a huge comeback with the Dallas Wings. That season turned out to be one of the best of her career. She averaged 23 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks per game, establishing herself as one of the most dominant centers in the league. The most unforgettable moment came on July 17, 2018, when Cambage set the WNBA single-game scoring record by scoring 53 points against the New York Liberty. No other player in league history had ever scored that many points in a single game. After the game, she said, "I didn't even know I had that many points until someone told me. I was just focused on playing my game." Her incredible performance made headlines around the world. Her efforts in 2018 earned her all WNBA first-team honors, and she finished second in MVP voting, just behind Breanna Stewart of the Seattle Storm. It was clear that Cambage was one of the biggest stars in the league.
Underneath, battling with Egbo, she puts it in with a foul. Cambage can get the ball in that position. He is nearly impossible to...
Los Angeles Sparks stint and sudden exit. In 2022, Liz Cambage joined the Los Angeles Sparks, hoping to make a fresh start after her time with the Las Vegas Aces. She signed a 1-year contract worth around $170,000, making her one of the highest-paid players on the team. The Sparks, looking for a dominant center, believed Cambage could be a key player in their lineup. On paper, she delivered solid numbers. She played 25 games, averaging 13 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. Her size and scoring ability helped the Sparks stay competitive, but as the season progressed, tensions within the team became apparent.
You just watch her activity level off the balls helped her so much offensively and defensively.
Liz Cambage with the 3, her 11th in the...
And in April, when Cambage had this to say on Media Day.
Crowd's gonna be lit, the building's gonna be lit, women's basketball's gonna be lit. It's gonna be the most wild summer WNBA's ever seen. That's how I think this summer's gonna go.
Nah, for sure.
And we go.
In July 2022, midway through the season, Cambage's time with the Sparks abruptly ended when she and the team agreed to a contract divorce. This unexpected decision shocked many fans, as the Sparks were still in the hunt for a playoff spot. After her departure, reports surfaced that there were major issues behind the scenes. Some teammates claimed she was not putting in enough effort during games, while others said she was unhappy with the team's overall structure. According to sources, she wasn't engaged, and it felt like she didn't want to be there.
So we can't see a team that's struggling or a team that's looking to kind of start fresh picking her up. And then I also can't see a coach who has, gelled, who has brought chemistry, who has figured out what's working in their locker.
There were also rumors of locker room conflicts. Several players allegedly felt that Cambage was difficult to work with and did not take criticism well. One source close to the team stated, "Her attitude made it hard for everyone. It wasn't just about basketball, it was about the way she carried herself around the team." Following her exit, Cambage hinted that she might step away from professional basketball completely. She later said, "I need to focus on my mental health and my happiness before anything else." However, she eventually explored opportunities outside the WNBA, looking for better situations that fit her personal and professional goals.
And Cambage says that this is the only place she wanted to play.
This is the first organization I've been a part of where I feel really looked after and I feel like a human and I feel cared for, and it's family.
But more recently, she's been working out in Los Angeles and deemed herself ready to go. During her 4-year WNBA career, Cambage is averaging 16.7 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 1
trade to the Las Vegas Aces and continued success. After an outstanding season with the Dallas Wings, Cambage requested a trade, saying she wanted to play in a bigger market. In 2019, she was traded to the Las Vegas Aces, one of the WNBA's most competitive teams. Playing for the Aces gave her a chance to compete for a championship, and her presence immediately made the team stronger. That season, she played 25 games, averaging 15.9 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game. She continued to be a force in the paint, shooting an impressive 50.3% from the field. The Aces made a deep run in the WNBA playoffs, reaching the semifinals before being eliminated by the Washington Mystics, who went on to win the championship. Unfortunately, the 2020 season was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to health concerns, Cambage decided to sit out the season. The WNBA held its entire season in a bubble at the IMG Academy in Florida, but she chose not to participate, citing health risks and personal reasons. When she returned in 2021, she continued to be one of the top players in the league. Playing another 25 games that season, she averaged 14.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game. Her ability to dominate in the paint and control the boards remained strong. However, tensions within the team started to rise.
Million voices of my self-doubt just yelling at me. So I guess it is very different to an injury. It's not a sharp pain in your leg, it's anxiety just taking over. So this year, I had to miss a couple of games because of my mental health.
Reports surfaced that Cambage had disagreements with the coaching staff and some of her teammates. At times, her frustration was visible during games. She later admitted, "I felt like I wasn't really fitting in. It wasn't the right environment for me anymore." As the season progressed, her role on the team became uncertain. Some believed that her playing style did not match the fast-paced offense that the Aces were running. Others speculated that her relationship with the coaching staff had broken down. At the end of the 2021 season, Cambage's contract with the Aces ended, and she became a free agent. Instead of re-signing with the team, she chose to leave, seeking a fresh start elsewhere.
Dang, she passed it too, though. You passed it, though. Be hard,
Financial growth and international success. Throughout her career, Cambage continued to earn large salaries playing overseas. While WNBA salaries remained relatively low, she secured million-dollar contracts playing in China, Israel, and Europe. Her time in China was particularly lucrative. Reports suggested that in some seasons, she earned more than $1 million playing in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association, WCBA. These high salaries made it difficult for her to commit fully to the WNBA, where she would earn significant significantly less.
AFL and still working with the basketball, but it's so amazing to see all this support that got behind her, and it was like all of a sudden Erin's this amazing athlete. She's been amazing her whole career. She's a silver medalist, dual Olympian.
In 2023, she signed a deal with Sichuan Yuanda, one of the top teams in the WCBA. In her first season, she averaged 23.1 points and 11.3 rebounds per game, proving that she was still one of the best centers in women's basketball. Her strong performances led to a contract extension for the 2024 to 2025 season, making her one of the highest-paid female basketball players outside the WNBA. Even though she left the WNBA, Cambage's career continued to thrive internationally. She remained a sought-after player, and teams were willing to pay top dollar for her talent.
I will never let a man disrespect me. Ever, especially a little white one. Pick up the phone, call the psych, because you projecting some bullshit now. And next time you try to disrespect me, until I see you guys out in the streets being real-ass allies, you ain't f***ing shit.
As the Black Lives Matter
controversies and public feuds. One major incident occurred in May 2021 when Connecticut Sun head coach Curt Miller made a disrespectful comment about her weight during a game. He allegedly told referees that Cambage weighed 300 pounds in an attempt to get a foul call. Furious, Cambage responded publicly on social media saying, "I will never let a man disrespect me like that. Keep my name out of your mouth." The WNBA took action, fining Miller $10,000 and suspending him for 1 game. Many players supported Cambage, saying that body shaming had no place in the sport. However, some critics felt she often made situations bigger than they needed to be.
For the Sparks, trying to get Katie Lou Samuelson involved. There's going to be some contact on the inside.
Just a little touch in the back of Cambage there. And Liz was definitely looking.
One of the biggest controversies in Cambage's career involved the Australian national team. Leading up to the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, she was expected to be a star for Australia. But just weeks before the games, she withdrew from the team, citing mental health struggles. Her decision sparked debate, but soon after, reports emerged that she had been involved in a heated altercation during a practice game against Nigeria. Multiple witnesses claimed Cambage had used racist language, allegedly calling Nigerian players monkeys, and even elbowing an opponent in the face. The accusations shocked the basketball world. Australian officials later confirmed that the incident played a role in Cambage's departure from the national team. A Nigerian player later stated, "What she said and did was unacceptable. We all heard it."
Doesn't even really try to run back on defense. She really wasn't trying that much at all at the beginning. This is a hilarious defensive possession here. This is probably the most effort she puts in the whole possession, preventing that pass by sticking her arm out. Then she lazily loses her player and
Cambage denied making racist remarks, saying, "I never said those words. People are trying to twist the story against me." However, Basketball Australia distanced itself from her, and she has not played for the national team since. The controversy damaged her relationship with the Australian basketball community, and former teammates were hesitant to support her. Some even suggested that she was no longer welcome to represent Australia on the global stage. In 2022, during her time with the Sparks, another controversy emerged. Reports claimed that Cambage made racially insensitive comments toward her teammates. Some players later confirmed the reports, saying her attitude in the locker room created unnecessary tension. One former teammate stated, "She said things that made a lot of people uncomfortable. It wasn't just one incident, it was a pattern."
Oh, down hard goes both Cambage and Griner. Smiles everywhere and sportsmanship.
Feuds with other WNBA stars. Over the years, Cambage had several on-court feuds with other WNBA stars. One of the most notable was with Aja Wilson, the superstar forward for the Las Vegas Aces. While they were briefly teammates in 2019, their relationship was not always friendly. On multiple occasions, Cambage and Wilson exchanged words during games, and it was clear that there was tension between them. Fans noticed that Wilson never spoke highly of Cambage in interviews, leading to speculation about a behind-the-scenes conflict.
Sykes right around Cambage, and she'll earn a trip to the line. And some drawing now between Cambage and Sykes.
Let's have a contest. Who's going to back down first between Brittany Sykes and Liz Cambage?
We may be here all night.
Right.
Other players also had issues with Cambage. Diana Taurasi, one of the greatest WNBA players of all time, once commented, some people are more focused on drama than basketball. Many believed this was directed at Cambage, given her history of controversies. In one of her last statements about the WNBA, Cambage said, "I don't owe anything to anyone. I play for myself, and I'll do what makes me happy." Who is your favorite WNBA player? Do let us know in the comment section below, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.